Twin flame, twin soul, soulmates, divine connections, brainy twin Gemini here. First and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs, the comments. It truly warms my heart, and I love you all truly very, very much. So I'm back, rebranding Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're new to this channel, these are just a select amount of journals that I write in. Every single day I'm delivered signs, syncs, divine messages, and I believe these messages are messages that I'm meant to deliver to you. We're here to dismantle the myths, debunk the myths, and come out with our truths and get rid of the untruths, sadly, that are out there. So as I said, I channel everything from pen to paper. I strictly flip the cards out of pictorial purposes. The cards always resonate with my journal. So I just want to go over a few things. I don't want to focus on my journal because, as I said, I want to keep these videos short and sweet and just really get to the heart of the message. But black and white, light and dark, yin and yang, balance, peace, harmony. So that's primarily the energy that's going on right now. There's so much more. I channel for about 2 hours a day, every single day. And again, these messages, I firmly believe, are messages that I'm meant to deliver to you. And what resonates, resonates. What doesn't, doesn't. So I'm going to get started. I do primarily masculine energy. I channel masculine energy. And I do 4 cards, 4 being my birth number. And I do what is in the masculine's heart space as of the moment. We live in the moment. We don't live in the past, nor do we live in the future. And if the masculine energy could say anything, what would they say? And the overall energy of the twin flame dynamic. So I'm going to get started here. And that just fell out. So I'll just put these up. I'm going to ask for 3 cards, please. If it's 3, I'll take it. If it's not, 3 cards, please. Nope. 3 cards, please. Sorry, folks. Too many. I can't. I don't know how this stuff comes out the way it comes out. It's truly fascinating. I do it out of my own entertainment purposes. And if you're new to this channel, I'm a twin that is back in physical reunion after separation. And there's no right or wrong path. It is how your journey is meant to be. Okay, so this is in the masculine's current heart space. Again, it always resonates with my journal. Dreams, sexual energy. You may be dreaming of your twin having that sexual energy. And I can't believe this because I actually had a dream about that and this sexual energy. And sometimes you may feel this sexual energy just comes on out of nowhere, and you have this extreme feeling. It's very difficult to explain. If you're a twin, you know what I'm talking about. But there's dreaming, and in each other's dream, you are intimate, and the masculine energy is absolutely dreaming and feeling the sexual energy towards this feminine energy. It's all just energy. It's a confusing journey, I know. We're here as, guides and messengers to help you navigate along this very, very confusing journey. Divine timing. The masculine energy feels that you came in at the perfect time of their life. And I love this because it's 222. It says 225, but I've been seeing the number 222, if that means anything. And if you've been seeing it, this message is for you. And if you came here, this message is for you. And some guides have sent you here today. These are all timeless, by the way, lessons. Right now, masculine energy is learning some pretty tough lessons, and it's primarily with the karmic. And they're having that aha wake up moment, and they're just done, and they're learning the lessons. And some of them are, they could be in their attics, and I don't know why this is coming to me right now. They're breaking the cycle of addiction, and they're learning their lessons, but primarily the karmic, whatever karmic interference has been going on, they're learning those lessons. And you know, that is kind of what's in their heart space right now. And I know it's difficult, feminine energy, if you're in physical separation, but just know that this physical separation is part of the process. And you know, sometimes there's blocks, and you could be your own block. And I have black and white and light and dark, and I feel like some of you are in some intense darkness right now, and you have to get out of the, sorry, Chris just fell on the ground here. And it's 3D world. So if they could say anything, what would they say to you right now? It's too many. Oh, I just love this. This is too much. Okay, I love this all so much. It's so beautiful. 3D world. There's some struggling going on in the 3D world with the masculine energy, primarily because they're learning their lessons. 3D world is full of low vibration, and part of learning those lessons is low vibration, unfortunately, and they're struggling in the 3D world, and they want you to know that, feminine energy. The next message I have here is intuition, and the masculine wants to tell you, beautiful, beautiful feminine energy, please, and I have this written down today, intuition. Follow your intuition, your inner guide, your God. Nobody can tell you that you're on this journey except for you. And some of you are just done. You've had it. You're fed up. You're not trusting your intuition, and you're letting the 3D world interfere with the love that's in your heart. If your God is telling you this is it, this is it. Just please be patient. But masculine wants you to know, for you to trust your intuition. There's some third-party people out there that are just your nemesis right now. Mask. The mask. What is the mask? It's the false layer or the false belief system of oneself. This is not the Cinderella story that, you know, some people make it out to believe. And it's truly dismantling your ego and taking off that mask. And the masculine energy wants to tell you, feminine energy, that maybe some of you, not all, what resonates, resonates. Maybe some of you are still walking around with that mask half on, half off. And the moment your mask goes back on is the moment you fall into egoic emotions, anger, rage, worry, stress, depression. All sorts of things are associated with ego. And you have to try and live without ego. But as the masculine is learning their lessons, they are disseminating, dismantling, and peeling off that mask and getting to their true selves. And this always resonates, it's self-worth. And one of the biggest things for both twins on this journey is self-worth. And honestly, a lot of the population of this third dimensional world, people have issues with their self-worth. And you see this picture here, it's a 4-leaf clover looking at a shadow with 3 leaves. So part of the lesson that the masculines are learning as well is to value their worth and their self-worth. And when they came to you in 3D, if you've had that physical essence of each other, they did not feel worthy of your love. And they are learning to love themselves and value their worth. But please know that they did have self-worth issues, and they're working on that. And that's one of the lessons. And it's actually the lesson for both. You're beautiful, you know, both of you. And lastly, what is the overall message? What is the overall message for the twin flame dynamic? So this is what's going on now. 3 cards, please. Okay, so beautiful message again. Communication. So for some of you, you're going to receive some communication from your twin, whether it be telepathically, which is in a higher dimension, and you're not going crazy. Trust me, you're not. You hear voices of your twin. You feel their energy. That is communication. And maybe you've blocked that communication. Maybe you've just blocked the energy. That's fine. Do what's good for you. Rest. I feel like some of you are very restless and you're not getting the rest. And if you're not getting the rest, you're not healing your temple that houses your soul. It's so important to have that health, because if you don't, then you slip into ego. It's when your body's weak, your mind or your heart is weak, and you just slip into old habits. So please get some rest. Divine Feminine, I love this beautiful card. This is beautiful. This is truly, if you're questioning, the intuition card came out. This is, you are divine. Divine timing, divinely protected, divine connection, divine love. It truly does exist. And when this happened, a couple of years ago, for me, a few years ago now, I did not have the slightest clue what was going on. I just knew that this love came into my energy field that was not explainable. It was a love like no other, raw, pure, authentic, vulnerable. Trust you, your intuition. Some of you are getting some very bad advice out there, and there's such shenanigans going on out there about this journey. It's a soul journey, and about faith, about ego, about loving you, about valuing you. It's so much more than what people perceive it to be. The soulmates, twin souls. Soulmates, when you come into this beautiful, beautiful connection, this divine love, you often refer as, I've met my soulmate. And the soulmates are confused with twin souls. Twin soul is a much greater love. Why? Even though this says soulmates, twin soul love is energetic soul love. You share an energy. You are of one soul, inhibiting 2 different bodies. It's complex, I know. And some of you are struggling with this whole, is this my soulmate? Is this my twin soul? Trust your intuition. It comes to you when it's meant to. You're the divine feminine. So this is truly your journey if you're doubting it. So very good message. And now we are going to do same thing, just different types of messages. Same for what's in the masculine's heart space. If they could say anything, what would they say? And the overall energy. And I'm going to call for 4 cards, please. I can't. I cannot. Okay. And so what is in their heart space? Sometimes you can feel what's in their heart space. You can absolutely feel what's in their heart space. So feminine energy, again, just energy. You may feel all of this going on. You may have some form of, intuition or some deep sense of knowing that this is occurring with your masculine energy. I know in my case I knew. Just somehow, some way, it's truly divine. They know that you're twin flames, but I'm confused. Again, this is a very confusing journey, and the soulmate card came out. So I feel there is some deep confusion, mirroring, triggering back and forth between the twins at this moment. Everything changes. It's dynamic, it's energy. It can change in a heartbeat. Removing all the toxic people in my life, exactly what I said. I feel like karmic endings, partnerships, friends, even jobs, even family. They've had it. They're done. They know God is guiding them in the right direction. And they know what they have to do. And if this is truly your journey, it comes to you instinctively. Your intuition kicks in and says, you have to do this. You have to do this. And sometimes it's hard because we have to remove things from our life that we really don't want to because we have legacy and love. But you have to do what's good by you. Nothing can ever sever our soul bond. So they know that you're twin flames. They're confused. But nothing, they know what twin flames are, and they know that it's a soul love and it can never be severed, and it's beautiful. And I love it all so much. And lastly, you inspire me to be a better person. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. How can, look what this journey does. It removes the toxicity from your life. It inspires you to be better. It inspires a soul love. It's beautiful. And feminine energy, they feel this from you. You came into their life, however way you came in, and you've inspired them. You've inspired each other, and it's beautiful. So if they could say anything, what would they say? I'm going to ask for 4 cards, please. If it's 4, that's too many. And it's 4. Thank you so much. And I'm asking you all for a very big favor, please. I am a writer that channels energy, and I do this strictly out of pictorial purposes. These are messages that come from here. I am not, please don't associate my messages with cards like readings, because they're not actual readings, they're actual messages, and there's a difference. I don't want to be put in that same pool, if you understand what I'm saying. So I cannot wait to explore the world together. Absolutely. They're dreaming, and they have this very, very strong sexual energy. And in the 5th dimension, you come together. Believe it or not, you may not remember, but you do. And they want to explore the world with you. I think you need to hear this right now, feminine energy. I regret that I hurt you. I wasn't ready, so I ran. When you come into each other, you trigger all sorts of emotions within each other. And it's too, for some, it's too hard. And a lot of it has to do with that self-worth. And they're like, how did this beautiful soul come into my life? I'm not ready. You know, they're too good, like, for me. And what do they absolutely see in me? So they weren't ready. And it's part of the journey. Believe me, one twin always runs. Triggers a lot of healing, a lot of uncomfort. And sometimes it's easier to run than it is to face up to those inner wounds that lie deep within our soul. But they do think you're a goddess, a princess, and a queen. And you are a goddess and a princess and a queen. And please, please, always believe that about you. It's easy to get, like I said, and that's self-love, and loving oneself is the key component to this journey. It's not getting back together in physical unity. It's not. It's about self-love. And the moment you love yourself and just get rid of this separation, it's just an illusion. Break free. We are always together in 5D, and that's exactly what I just said. It's an illusion, and it's hard, I know. I got trapped in that vortex for months and months, but by the grace of God, He pulled me up and led me to the right direction, and that was the direction of self-love and to message. So this is the overall energy. I love this so much. I can't, like, There's so many cards and they all just flow. Just like your love. Even though sometimes it doesn't feel like that. It's true. Okay. So this is the overall energy. I'm seeing the signs and the synchronicities. The signs and the syncs are so strong between twins if this is your twin. You can't run from them. You're not even actually looking for them. But I feel some of you are asking for a sign to validate that this is truly your twin, because there is a confusion about twin flames, and I feel like you're asking for that sign. That sign is going to come when you least expect it. Don't go looking for it. It'll come looking for you. I dream of us often building a life together. It's exactly the other one. You know, that just came out was something here. I can't wait to explore the world together. It's building a life, exploring the world together, hand in hand, along the beach, cooking, you know, marriage, family. That's what this masculine and feminine energy are doing. It's natural. This love is a love that is hard to articulate into words. It truly is. I'm struggling to let go of my ego. The Mask card came out. Some of you have, you know, half of it on. I don't know how or why this comes to me, but you're reluctant to let go of your ego. And ego sometimes is there to protect us, but it's also the nemesis of us. And ego is mind and thought, and the thought is ego. And I know it's tough, but you have to live in the moment. I have surrendered to oneself in our love. I feel like this is predominantly feminine energy. I feel like the feminine energy is further ahead than the masculine energy, and you've surrendered to yourself and to the love, and it's beautiful. Keep doing it. Keep focusing on you, beautiful soul. Z, plural. And love, love, love. And that is what I have for that. So now what I want to do is I believe I love nature. And I feel like when twins come into each other, they awaken each other, and you always have this greater appreciation to nature, to animals, to beings, to even your diet. So I believe these nature's messengers so much. Mine predominantly was a hawk, dove, and cardinal. While I was in physical distance from my twin, and ironically his was the hawk as well. And no shitting word of a lie, a week before we came together, we both have pictures of it. This is how I know this is true. I saw a praying mantis, a brown one, when I was walking, and I hadn't seen one for years. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a praying mantis. So I bent down, took a picture of it. And when we came together in physical essence of each other, he had said to me, you know, I saw a picture I seen a praying mantis. And I said, what day was this? And he told me. And we both saw it on the same day. So that's what you call about crazy signs and things, right? So I'm going to do this feminine spirit first, or energy first, animal spirit. They're hard to work with, so if one flips face up, I'll take it, and if one flips out, I'll take it. And no such luck here. And this one fell on the ground, so I will take it. I love it. Okay. I just love them all. Pigs are very intelligent. So I'm going to do masculine energy now, and one card came out. And yes, this is super. Okay. So we have 47, pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. 4 and 7 is 11, if that resonates with you. And the message is, pig spirit appears to remind you of the right use of intelligence, a gift we all have that is meant to be used with love, compassion, and discernment. Intelligence means recognizing the value of intuition, partnered with smarts and common sense. I cannot believe this. Which leads to intelligent solutions. When pig spirit appears, you are called to respect your analytical mind and use it for the highest good, recognizing that all facts must be considered, even when they do not fit what you know already. Spirit blesses us with the wisdom when we allow pig spirit to nudge us into open-minded, thoughtful dialogues. Whether with others or internally, we must mull over our ideas or what we have come to understand. You're intelligent and capable of clear-minded thinking, shaped by wisdom you have accumulated, and intuition that will tell you when you have more learning to do, because not all the facts are in. Now is the time that your decision-making powers are reliable for you and are in alignment with pig spirit intelligence. And twice, intuition came out in this. That intuition card came out. It's following you and listening to your inner guide and your intuition. And you know what the answers are. You do. So stop trying to wrestle with those answers and your inner guide. And now we have 64. 6 and 4 is 10. And sometimes life stings. And the message here is... Not all that spirit creates in nature is easy to love, but when we look through the eyes of wasp spirit, we recognize that even though sometimes life stings, there is a purpose for pain, just as there is a purpose for wasps in the natural world. Wasps keep insect populations down, supporting the growth of plants. So too, the sting of life may hurt. You may feel deeply disappointed and even resentful. Wasp spirit has shown up, but soon will come to see that spirit has something wonderful in store for you. You may well come to realize that the bee stung led to something far better than you had ever had envisioned for yourself. Perhaps it's behind the scenes, while spirit was conspiring with spirit to ensure that what could grow something of value to you. Spirit has a plan, and wasp spirit plays a part. Have you ever looked back and been glad your prayers weren't answered because the path you led to something far better? Wasp spirit is a reminder to reflect on those times, for today's sting may hurt, but something better waits you. Lessons. And these lessons sting, but something always better awaits. And some of the masculine energy, as they learn their lessons, it stings. They're ending things, they're ending cycles, and they're removing themselves from the toxic elements that they're in right now. But it does hurt. It really, truly does. So that's all I have. I have one last loving message for you to take with you today, or evening, wherever you may reside in this beautiful world we live in. I'm going to ask for one card, please. Thank you. I can't. Okay, here it is here. And it says, surround yourself with nature and you'll feel a greater sense of well-being. Nature's healing energy is sensual and magical. It will awaken the sensual magic within you. Absolutely. Nature is one of the most powerful healing sources out there, believe it or not. And as I said before I did animal spirit, nature, you have a greater appreciation for nature as you awaken. So use that as your guide and your healer, because many, many answers will come while you're in nature and freeing your mind. Enjoy the beauty of it. Focus. Some people ask me, how do you free your mind? Just focus on the nature and that moment, nothing else, and your inner guide and wisdom will kick in. So that's all I have for you. Have a great day, folks.